What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the BNURD'E podcast. Today, we're going to be sitting down and chatting with the young ladies from Coming of Age podcast. Hey, ladies, what's going on?
Hi.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good. So, tell us, how did you come up with the idea of naming your podcast Coming to Age? What is it about? What's the inspiration?
Well, coming of age is about self-care, like taking care of yourself, and it also includes mental health, like physically and mentally with yourself, and also experiencing new things and learning from things.
Some things like what? Experiencing new things like?
Transferring from middle school to high school, because we know that can be a little struggle from going from middle school to somewhere to where there's older kids and having more classes. Identifying our passion and figuring out what we want to do when we get out of college and when we get out of high school.
And also managing like balance in our life, things that like coming like,
You were just talking about that.
Take a beat.
like
Balancing what in your life?
like extracurricular
Extracurriculars.
I can't understand. Yeah, like extracurricular activities and stuff like that.
What about for you, Skylar?
Like where the name comes from? I mean, just like Kennedy's said, I feel like
Oh yeah, we're both Kennedy.
Yeah, we're both Kennedy.
I feel like it's all about like your transitions and your growth, because everybody experiences things different ways and experience different experience different things.
Excellent. I think this is going to be really interesting. Self-care is a popular topic right now. Popular. What did I get it right?
What do you think is self-care? Like, what is self-care to you?
Yes, exactly.
Me personally, I feel like self-care is all about getting all of your stuff together, like whether it's schoolwork or it's, just doing a self-care routine, like doing makeup or, like washing your face, just like taking a breather.
Yeah, I agree.
And making sure you get all
Yeah, I
your
agree.
things in a row.
I agree. Just like taking care of yourself first, like putting yourself first before like doing anything else.
Yeah.
You guys
I
have a
agree with-
routine?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with Kennedy. Like, you should always take care of yourself before somebody else, because if you take care of yourself, you can really control that and make sure that you're taking care of yourself mentally and physically.
So what would be like a daily routine for you? Waking up in the morning. What's your day like?
First, I pray.
Okay.
Let's
Come
start
through,
there.
Jesus.
Clock
Let's
it.
start there. I say I pray first, and then start my day. Brush my teeth, wash my face, say a couple affirmations in the mirror before get out the bathroom. Pick out my school clothes, do my hair. Pretty much like that. Like, that's pretty much the routine. And then go to school, do what I need to do at school, get my work done, pray some more, because throughout the day, I'm needing some prayers. I'm needing God for real, because, whew. And yeah, that's what I do, basically.
Well, I wake up and I pray in the morning, and then I make up my bed, and then I go in the bathroom, wash my face, brush my teeth, I get in the shower, and then I get dressed, and I fix my hair, I put on my jewelry, and then I go make my little sister's lunch for school, because normally my mom is asleep at that time, so I help my mom by making her lunch, and then I make my own lunch, and I put my things in my backpack, go to school, make sure I get everything done, and just have my schedule right.
Hey,
I
y'all got
definitely
some.
wish I had that kind of time.
That's.
I'd be running late every day.
Yes.
Yeah,
I do
I
too.
do too, but like,
I run late every day. I
Yeah.
live like 7 minutes away from school, but I'm late every
I live
day.
far
I
from
was
my
about to
school.
say, that's a
Yeah.
lot
That's
to
a
do
lot.
in the morning.
It's about time management,
The
self-care.
prepping lunch in the
Self-care,
morning is crazy.
time management. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta, be on time.
Yeah. So self-care and time managed, do they go hand in hand?
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
You got to have time for yourself. So that goes into time management.
Well, with
self-care.
all the things that you all are into, extracurriculars, you have very extensive morning routines. Like,
Mhm.
where do you cut out that time for yourself? Because it sounds like you all are on the go a lot. So, how do you plug yourself in to say, all right, I'm just going to slow it down. I'm going to plug me in here, and this is what I'm going to be doing in this time?
Yeah.
Well, normally I would try to complete all of my homework in class because there are some days
Ooh,
to
that's
where our
good.
periods are longer, and then there's 2 days out of the week to where they're shorter. So I put in my headphones, I listen to my music, and I lock down and I finish my homework. So when I go home, I can shower and watch some
Enjoy your
TV and
day.
focus on
Yeah.
myself.
Nice, nice. How about for you, Skylar?
Um, I feel like I do my work in class, but sometimes it's like my class is very chaotic, so I feel like sometimes I can't focus. So when I get home, I do my stuff, but sometimes I get like overstimulated. So for me, for my self-care break, I would take like a 5 to 10 minute break to just like, I don't know, read, write down stuff, because I have a lot of journals to write down that like have certain goals to write down, and I feel like I need that during the day because there's a lot of people who can get me off of my game, and I feel like I use that to get back on track during the 5 to 10 minutes.
I like that.
Yeah,
I
I like
like
that.
that.
Mm.
You said something earlier about affirmations.
Um,
What's like your top one that you have to repeat every day?
today is gonna be a better day than yesterday.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
nice. That's
Sometimes
nice.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'd be so tired I don't even be doing that. But when I know like I had probably a bad week or like like a bad day or something, I have to like let myself know like it's gonna be okay. Like today's gonna be a better day than yesterday. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mm.
agree with her. I have affirmation stickers going across my wall, and I also have some sticking on my mirror. And so I would say my favorite one is definitely like I am unique and I'm enough, because you should never feel like you have to be like somebody else or you're not enough. But in reality, you should just always be yourself, and you're
Mm.
always enough and you're unique in your own ways.
I like that.
I heard that.
Yeah,
I
I like
heard
that.
that. You got a daily affirmation.
Um, I say affirmations. I feel like I say the most is like I'm beautiful, but for affirmations, I don't say them quite a lot to be honest. But I do say this one thing. I say, it's called the present because today is a gift. So I say that every
that's
day.
good.
That's a really good one.
That's
That
real
one.
good.
Okay.
Clock it.
Okay.
I like that. I should
Okay.
have brought my journal.
Okay. Okay. I'm about to run
Wait,
this
I'm
one
gonna
back.
Yeah, I need
I'm
to
gonna
write. I need. I gotta write that. I gotta write that
I
down.
like that a
I
lot.
like that.
I like that a lot. And earlier you were talking about overstimulation. Being in the school background, it is very overstimulating.
It
And
is.
sometimes you don't have the opportunity to like go through your whole self-care routine. So when, you get overstimulated, what are some of those quick things you all do to kind of reset yourself and
Bring it back in.
You
reel it
gotta
back
really
in to keep
like
going?
you gotta kind of like sit down, like take a moment and breathe. Like literally breathing will like solve your problems. But for me, breathing like just like thinking like okay, like it's not the end of the world. Like it's gonna be okay. Like just like
Yeah. With me, if I need to like take a breather, I turn on my Bible and I just listen to a few chapters and I just sit there and I just listen to it and I take notes on it and I try to relax myself just to take a breather.
Try to take it
Or I
in.
just sit in my room in the quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that bad. I'll sit in the room for hours and not listen to anything. No TV, no music.
Yeah.
My mom will come in there like, "Are you okay?" I'm fine. I just need to, take a break
Yeah.
from life for a second.
yeah,
Get out of my thoughts about things.
that's real.
It is.
Yeah. Like I feel like what Kennedy said, I feel like I do take like a lot of breaths, like deep, deep breath, like yeah, like I be trying to like I struggle. So or like just sit down and think about, for me it's helpful to think about my future and to feel like where I'm gonna be in life. I feel like that helps me like wind down because it's like your journey and your process isn't over. So I feel like I would think about that a lot to calm down and get my life together.
Wow, yeah.
That's
You,
good.
yeah,
That's really
really.
good.
You have some good tidbits
Okay,
here.
Sky.
Sounds like it's really just working on grounding yourself and focus on
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
happening in the present
Yeah.
moment
Yeah.
and letting go of everything else. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.